Uh, I started doing this, and I said to myself, I'm gonna do these one a day, like reading a chapter in a book. I'm gonna stream myself, read these one a day, and do one a day. I think I did 5 in the past month. I'm averaging 1 a week now. To show my that's where my consistency has fallen. To show my consistency. It's not hot, I'll tell you that much. It's not that hot. Alright, we'll start here. November 10th. Special day today. Shit. Nah, you guys didn't see that. Alright, here we go. Reading from Secret Language of Birthdays. One a day. Once a day. I'm going to read the profile of the day. When I say once a day, I mean once a week. I'm going to read that day's profile and skip all the rest, apparently. Today is November 10th. This book is written by Gary Goldschneider and Joyce Elpers, who are really smart people. Let me give you the gist of this book on the back. It's a combination of astrology, numerology, tarot, and a research study done with about 14,000 people. And it has 366 personality profiles. I actually saw on YouTube someone else did this. Started doing this a couple years ago, reading from this book, I guess doing one a day. Don't watch this. He's probably lame. And I came up with this idea. I had this idea. He had the idea, but he must have premonitionally knew that I was going to have this idea. So that's why he did his sooner before he did mine, before I got to do mine. So I invented this. Reading this book online once a day. I invented it. Facts. What are you going to do? Here we go. November 10th. Sign is 16 to 19 degrees in Scorpio. Period, Scorpio 2. That's the second decadent. It's a fixed water sign. November 10th, day of Metamorphosis. Now, I haven't decided if I should show you guys the book or my face when I'm doing this. I wonder if there's a way I can angle... Nope. I'm not wearing pants. So, we'll try that another day. But there may be a way I can angle it to where I could have my face and there's a book on there. I definitely can't. When I choose if this is for kids, I have to say no on this episode. Okay, day of Metamorphosis. Those born on November 10th are taking up with the most profound changes possible, both in themselves and the materials or products with which they work. Their personal transformation may at times seem extremely slow and can be quite painful, often involving a real struggle of wrestling in the final stages. Like the lowly caterpillar, November 10th people may need to isolate themselves from the world in a personal cocoon for quite a long period of time, even years, before they can one day emerge as a beautiful butterfly. Like the tadpole, I put in the word beautiful. It just says emerge as a butterfly. Like the tadpole, they may at the onset bear little resemblance to the empowered being they will become. Often, November 10 people paradoxically give the impression of being very constant and unchanging. Yet, if one watches them as one would the minute or even hour hand of a clock, a barely perceivable but certain progression is in fact taking place. In their work also, November 10 people are endlessly searching, magically transforming humble materials into finished products or energy into services. Most November 10 people display an instinctive knowledge of how things work, admirable patience, and a technical mastery of their medium. On the other hand, although they can be magnetic and attractive individuals, they are all usually lacking in understanding concerning people at large and may be socially inhibited and self-preoccupied. So, they're transforming, And you transform, and you got you on your mind the whole time. If, like, your whole basis is metamorphosis, caterpillar's not sitting there worried about what birds are doing, because it's got to worry about itself. At some point in their lives, November 10 people will probably take the rap for having an overly critical and intense nature, which is not easily satisfied. Also, their characteristic high seriousness and idiosyncratic habits can rub some people the wrong way. It is true that friends, family, or lovers will have to be extremely faithful and trusting in order to stand by them year after year. The self-confidence of November 10 people is not always the highest when venturing out into the world, but even when they get depressed, they maintain a sense of pride and belief in their own worth. Although their personal interior space can be seen as dark from the outside by others, yet they themselves know it well and feel comfortable living in it. Like a blind person, they have thoroughly explored this inner world and therefore have a realistic notion of their abilities and limitations. Not surprisingly, they rarely overreach, but on the other hand, may ultimately not reach far enough. Thus, self-knowledge is usually both the cross and the salvation of these fascinating, intricate people. Jazz. Those people born on the 10th. Here we go. We're going to do numbers and planets today. Now I'm bugging. Hold on. So you can see where it is I'm at. Maybe you want to see pictures of this. This is mainly Twitches here. I do a Twitch on live, but then I just throw this on YouTube. On my channel on YouTube, which is the same name, in case you're interested in, like, reading it yourself. Numbers and planets. Those born on the 10th of the month are ruled by the number 1. 1 plus 0 equals 1. And by the sun. Number 1 people are generally like to be first in what they do. The sun tends to grant a warm and well-developed ego with a distinctively human, positive orientation of life. But because of Pluto's dark influence as Scorpio's ruler, these sunny qualities may well be submerged in November 10th people. That's the thing with Scorpios. You think about seeing truth and trying to come from truth with everything you do. It's hard to wear rose-colored glasses when times would benefit wearing rose-colored glasses. And also that it's hard to see the dark, see the light, and not solely focus on one or the other. To balance. As a Scorpio, it's hard to balance. It's like their whole life is spent trying to balance extremes. But polarity, they are extremes. They are break down, build up. Break down, transform, build up. You know, their sister sign Taurus is the other total opposite, where it's steadfast. You know? Okay, tarot. The 10th card of the major arcana is the Wheel of Fortune, which signifies both positive and negative reversals in fortune and suggests that there is nothing permanent except change. The Wheel of Fortune teaches that no success in life is permanent, nor any failure. Everything changes. This too shall pass type sitch. All right, health. November 10th people are prone to chronic rather than acute physical problems. Usually whatever is wrong with them is no surprise, since they have suffered and lived with it for years. Damn. A penance for internalizing their feelings can be a threat in a psychological realm and in the physical sphere, where it can result in problems with internal abdominal organs. Psychological work with a caring professional is generally helpful and may prove absolutely necessary. Those born on this day usually love to eat and are good with food. Indeed, the kitchen is the perfect place for their transformative wonders to take place. Oh, shit. Okay. November 10th people must keep their culinary imagination and sensuous appreciation within limits. However, especially if their access to nature or stimulating exercise is limited. Advice. Be sensitive to the difficulties you create for others. Come out of yourself and share with the world. Don't be afraid to shine. Open the emotional floodgate more often and allow yourself to be more trusting. Develop flexibility in your lifestyle. Meditation. For people born on this day. November 10th, day of the Metamorphosis. If you were born today, this is what this book says about you. It's a profile on you. Planets turn ever so slowly, yet... I don't know what that word is. Toward the sun. I'll show it. Inexorably. Planets turn ever so slowly, yet inexorably toward the sun. Strengths of people born on this day. They go 3 and 3. 3 strengths, 3 weaknesses. Strengths: creative, self-assured, attractive. Weaknesses: phlegmatic, particular, and repetitive. I'll show you that too, because that's a word I've never seen before. Phlegmatic. Interesting. Alright, that's November 10th. Day of the Metamorphosis. I'm going to put this on YouTube. And that's that. Maybe tomorrow I'll be back on and do another one. Maybe not. Maybe I won't be back for a week. I don't know. Take care.